Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Critters. My name is Lara Joseph. I'm owner of the Animal Behavior Center. We're an international educational center where we teach people all over the world how to empower animals, and we do that by empowering the people as well. As we know, if the animal can see, hear, smell, or feel us, we are training them whether we realize it or not. The key question is, what are we training? So if people are willing to put forth the effort to train their animal using positive reinforcement and the science of behavior called applied behavior analysis, I am more than willing to give you my all to help you. The reason I do what I do is because I love to empower animals. I empower animals through providing choice, control, complexities, and I do that through foraging and training, because studies show if you're actually using positive reinforcement training, it is the animal's preferred form of enrichment. So if you want to know about the services we offer, you can find them on our website at theanimalbehaviorcenter.com. You can also email me at Lara, L-A-R-A, at theanimalbehaviorcenter.com. You can find all about our services. So today we're sitting here with 6 coatimundis, and let's see how many we have out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a 5th one coming out. So I am training them. This is my first time training them because I'm standing in front of them. What I want them to do is start coming to me so I can show you where I'm going to start training, what I'm going to start training. And a lot of the work that I do, I train animals for vet prep, husbandry, which is a lot of grooming, nail trimming, because I work with so many different species of animals. One of the first things I want trained is for their health is to get on a scale. So in order for me to train them to get on a scale, there's a lot of things I can do before that. I like to develop relationships with them, so I'm training them right now. And all I'm doing is handing them Honey Nut Cheerios. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 4. But that's okay, because I started with 1 when this live stream started. So we have them sitting here next to us. And this is what we show in our online memberships. That is one of the many services we offer. We have annual memberships where people subscribe to our live streams for the year. Up here? Good. We do that through level 1, which is working with companion animals. Level 2, zoo animals. Then we have species-specific annual memberships, such as the Parrot Project. We don't have the Coatimundi Project, do we? But this is what you'll see in level 2 and maybe in some of level 1. Hello. So you can find out more about our services on the animalbehaviorcenter.com. All right, so let's get started. Where I begin, it's hard for me not to train because I'm always training if I'm standing in front of them. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and a couple different things I can teach them. 1, they have to learn the bridge, which is my word good. So let's see. That fly that keeps biting me. Where do I want them? So I'm going to start feeding them where I want. Oh, we got all 6 out here now. I'm going to start feeding them where I want them. But I'm not there yet. Let's identify reinforcers. So I was told by their keeper that their favorites are Honey Nut Cheerios, peanuts. Peanuts are big though. Honey Nut Cheerios are small. Good. Okay. And I also have some banana baby food right here. So all I'm doing is, let me get the camera a little further away. Sorry, hang on. Welcome to the sky. Let me get the camera a little further away. this fly is insisting on biting me. That I do not positively reinforce. Trying to get this further away so you can still hear me and still see what I'm training. Okay? Good morning, everybody. So I've got 4 right here in front of me. Let's see if I can get 4 on camera for you. Let's come up here. So conditioned reinforcer is my hand. They've already paired my hand with the delivery of the reinforcer. So they're going to start following my hand. All right, fly, I've had enough of you. Oh, okay. We've got 4 right in front of us. Okay, so I can start shaping by bending over. Okay, I need to identify reinforcers. Who wants to come up here? So I'm luring, meaning showing the food reinforcer to get them to go where I want to do. And I will lure, but I will do it for a very short period of time. Hello, Dylan Pickles. See you guys in an hour. I like to teach contingencies. Okay, we got all 6. Here they come. I like to teach contingencies, meaning if this, then this. So this is my first time working with them. Can you guys see these ones down here at the bottom? I need to get them up here so I can get them on camera. So I can start teaching them to target. Sorry, I don't have a wingman. Boop, boop, doop. There's that fly right there. Oh, okay. All right, who's coming up here? Do we have all 6? Yeah, 5. Good. Good. Got 3. Got 4. Okay, now they're in. Got 5. 6. I don't know if you can see all these. I'm trying to get them all on camera for you. Good. So, whatever your bridge is, good. Pair it with the delivery of the reinforcer, or marking the reinforcer. Good. Good. Okay. Good. So this one's starting to follow where my hands are. Good. 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 Boy, I'm gonna run out of honey nut Cheerios pretty fast. So we have peanuts as well. So what I do is just test it. All right, now peanuts are bigger, but that can work in our favor to buy us time. Good. Okay, drop the peanut. Lost a quaddy. Peanut is a reinforcer for 2. I also brought out banana baby food. So when I'm working with something sticky like this, that is an aversive to me. So if it touches my fingers, I know it'll positively punish my behavior of using it again. So delivery. So a lot of times depending on the animal I'm working with, I'll take a large syringe. This is a 5 ml syringe. I'll take a 10, 50, 20 ml syringe, and I'll cut the tip off of it. We talked about this a long time ago in our memberships. I'll cut the tip off of it and pull it full of whatever, whether that's pate, meat, whatever, depending on the animal I'm gonna train. Like with the lynx, I'll give them licks of that meat. Okay, so let's test this one. I like this because it's easy delivery too. I use this with a lot of parrots. I use this with Dylan Pickles during our lemur encounters. Good. So this one's catching on quick to follow my hand. So let's see if it'll follow the hand without the reinforcer. Right? Here? Nope. So this is why I tell people, if you're using food as a reinforcer, Rely on your bridge. My bridge, oh, this is me culling with Rico this morning. My bridge is the word good coming out of my mouth because it's always there. I don't have to run and look for the clicker. I don't have to run and look for something. The word good is always on me. Now, the bad thing about using the word good is you have to be careful when you use it, because if you're going to use it as a conditioned reinforcer, meaning paired with what a bridge means is it marks a particular behavior and bridges that period of time between the word good coming out of your mouth and the time it takes to get the reinforcer up here. So it could take 1 second, 2 seconds, but that animal could already be putting its hand up on the cage by the time you deliver the reinforcer if you don't use the word good. And then you're going to get something called superstitious behaviors, where the animal, it's due to improper timing. It's where the animal thinks, oh, you want my hand up here. I don't want your hand up here if I'm trying to teach you to station. So I've taught lemurs to station. I've taught numerous animals to station, but say you have a problem with the door opening, the door of the enclosure opening, and the animal runs out the door. Okay, well, like with Molly, the lemur. Oh, we got Pickles over here playing. She had a platform in the back of her enclosure. It is not physically possible for her to run out the front. Oh, damn it. I kind of want to miss it because I don't want that blood splat all over my hands. She cannot physically run out the front of the enclosure if her 4 or 2 feet are targeted to a platform in the back of her enclosure. Okay? Should turn this camera and show you guys Dylan Pickles. They're over here going like this. Batting and playing. They were. Okay. So, let's get them to come up onto this platform. Okay, so I'm still sitting here training, and all these animals are wondering why the reinforcer has, the delivery of the reinforcer has stopped. We do not reinforce an animal, right? What do we reinforce? Behavior. We reinforce behavior. We don't reinforce animals. We deliver the reinforcer to the animals. So if your animal is following the food reinforcer, I always tell people, take it like this and stick it behind your back. And this can't move. Your reinforcer hand cannot move until the word good comes out of your mouth. So, good. Up here, come up here. So in order to come up here, she's going to have to move over here. Good. She might be following my body too. Here. Good. Here. Here. Didn't get that one. Good. Here. There. Good. 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 So I'm using my hand as a target to get her where I want her. Good. Good. Okay. See how well she acts. Good. I chose right there. Deliver the reinforcer to the second one. Not a big banana baby food fan? Okay. Switch back to Cheerios. Good. So the one on my right. Good. Okay. Targeting to my hand. Good. Good. So I'm going to focus on training these two right now, because training all 6 is going to be hard. Good. Deliver reinforcement for this one for just coming up. Good. So now I've switched to Cheerios, so my hand is not going into my treat pouch. If it does go in, it doesn't come out until the word good comes out of my mouth. However you want. Good. Good. Yeah. Good. Touching my hand. Good. guys because I got numerous. And they move fast, and this one's trying to kick the animal off the platform. Boom! Just like that. There they go. Okay, so I can take a break. They chose to end their own training session. They walked away. Fine with me. Any questions? Dylan Pickles. What food is in the syringe? Nancy Forrester. I have banana baby food in a syringe. I use 5 ml syringes. Yeah, and it's a favorite of a lot of animals here. Yeah, so a lot of times you'll hear people say, do not put your hand in the treat pouch, because before you get the behavior you're looking for, if you're already going like this and you've paired this with the delivery of the food reinforcer, then you may think what's coming out of your mouth is the bridge, but the animal is watching what you're doing, and a bridge is any sound or signal, behavior or movement, all right? So you may be trying to get the quaddy to touch your hand like this, and the quaddy's right here, and you're anticipating it going up. So you go like this, but you've paired this in the past with delivery of the food. You're gonna see your animal stop and look at you and wait for the food reinforcer while you're thinking, I haven't bridged yet, but yes, you have. This, you have just told them this is your bridge, okay? So I have no problem with the hand in the treat pouch, but leave it there. It does not move until the bridge has been given, okay? Otherwise, another trick I tell people in my workshops is, and I've seen some of the best trainers do this, and I'm like, whoa, stick that hand behind your back. And here I'm using negative reinforcement on the people. I'm like, just pretend that a bomb will blow up. There's a clicker underneath your back in between your hand, and if you move that hand before the bridge or the word good comes out of your mouth, that bomb is going to blow. That helps people start paying attention to moving their hand. This does not move until this comes out of your mouth. That will give you a very precise bridge and a very effective communication tool. Okay? Good. See how much time it took between the word good and the delivery of the treat? Now we're all fighting for, we're resource guarding the platform now is what's happening. With all those squeakies. Good. Good. So I'm just making sure they are no longer following the lure. They're understanding contingency. Good. So I can sit here and teach them to wait too by having 2 treats. Stick it behind my back. Sorry. Teaching them to wait and not fight for the food, okay? So I'm delivering the treats at the same time. Good. And I lost my subject. And it's back. Okay. I can sit here and do this for a while. This is what I do when I'm working with numerous animals. If I'm having a problem like I am with them starting to fight and resource guard for the food. Ready? Good. Okay. A lot of times I'll do hand targets because my hands are always on me. I don't always have a target stick on me, but let's do this. Good. So it didn't touch it yet. I'm not going to wait in case it doesn't. Good. Good. I'm going to make it really easy for him to touch. Good. This is a tough one. Good. So I'm going to give him a couple for that one. Good. Good. So if I am educating the public on the anatomy great way to show how they move, how they climb. Anybody coming up? Oh, this one's coming. Good. I'm going to give her a couple because that was her first time touching it. Fly, I am so over you. Good. So this is a way we can show and educate the public the anatomy of flying. Good. And the importance of target training. Because if you can get them to touch a target, now you can use this target to teach them to go on scale in a crate. Or, here's your scale. So there's some communication happening there. All right, and this is how I learned what certain vocalizations mean. Is this one just made a vocalization, and I had a new one coming up to me. This one made a vocalization, and the other one ran. Okay, so that vocalization means something. And I'm going to learn what that vocalization means through training. Good. So if I want these two to stay down here, while I'm training this one up top, then never mind, that's not that thing. So I'm happy with what I'm getting so far. Good. Maybe different platforms. Good. 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 I gotta get those reinforcers back because good. They're moving off the platforms before I can even deliver. Good. And we got a third one down here to my left. Good. Stay up here. Good. 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 You guys see this? I'm taking move the camera. That's how I'm going to move. Good. So I'm grabbing 3. Deliver 1. Good. Deliver 2. Grab 2, not 3. Good. See this third one down here? Good. So I'm shaping, asking for movement. Okay? Good. So, let's see if baby food is an effective reinforcer. There's for this one. There's for that one. That one. And that one. If you can see what I'm doing. Do you guys see the importance of a target? Boop, boop, ba-doop. Good. Oh, why? Good. Okay, so, and I usually mark the end of a training session. I don't have to, but I like to redirect behavior. Because telling an animal that your training session is over and just walking away can be a very frustrating thing that I have found for an animal. I do this with my birds as well, so what I do is redirect. This is why all of my birds have like little coconuts or something inside their enclosure, so when I'm done, poof, I slip this into the coconut and walk out of their enclosure so they know the training session is over. Make sense? When I work with more than one bird, sometimes one gets impatient and jumps from the stand. Yeah, so Maria, I've shown you in the parrot project how I do that with the 2 hyacinth macaws, and we teach them to station and we teach them to wait. And then we shape duration, length of time, okay? So if I have an animal that is not, I mean, this is my first training session with them. So I have a lot of work to do, okay? But what I've done today is identify reinforcers, target with my hand, created the conditioned reinforcer, the bridge, identified reinforcers. I've also identified challenges I may have. and what I need to do in the future. So Cole and Lindsay have helped me design this enclosure to get in and start working with them. And even though somebody tells me, oh, this animal won't hurt you, I take that with a grain of salt. Okay, that may be something to be like, okay, maybe I'll start working with this one. But I work with animals that will hurt you very badly too. Like the gators. We'll be training the gators today. But I need to identify this for myself. Okay, I need to go in. Well, before I go in, I will train through the enclosure, get a target, and then a lot of times I love target sticks, because if I take too big of a step and I don't realize it, and the animal's not comfortable with, and it bites this, at least it wasn't my hands. I don't want it to bite it in the first place, because once it bites this, now you have some counter conditioning to do. Now you have to go back through and retrain this, okay? But a lot of times, like if I'm working with an animal and it's moving too fast, or it shows me a behavior I'm not familiar with, and this animal is right in front of my face, I will do something like this and ask it to touch way over here to get their face away from mine, okay? And that is how you work with animals without the use of force. So I'm gonna start making Coffee with the Critters a half an hour, so that way they don't linger, and I've got something educational to show you all the time. I have some work to do this morning, so if you are interested in what you've seen, pay attention to our website, theanimalbehaviorcenter.com. If you like these training sessions, take a look at our memberships and our projects. And if you are having problems trying to find where they are, just email me at laura@theanimalbehaviorcenter.com. And stay tuned for next Sunday for another episode of Coffee with the Critters, where we live stream every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, unless otherwise noted. And my travel schedule is getting ready to start in about 2 weeks. So if I can't have a Coffee with the Critters, I'll have a cocktails with the critters, or I'll have it at a different time from the location I'm at. All right? Am I missing anything? Happy August, because the next time I live stream Coffee with the Critters, it will be over. And okay, I got some lemurs to go train. I'll see you guys.